for another Dokkan battle video. The details were released for LR, Goku, and Frieza, and sure enough, to say they got a sizable increase, I think might be a little bit of an understatement. They are a lot better. Now, people are going to look at the, there's no extra attack buffs. Shut up. They didn't need extra attack. That's not what they needed. What they needed is what they got. So, of course, shout out to the homie Gresh, as always, providing us the translations. Let's take a look at the old and the new. All right, so leader skill stays the same. This is not surprising in any way, really, I would say, because they already have, like, the best percentage, like, leader skill in the game, right? They're number one already. So, the fact that that did not change, I would say, is not really an issue. I mean, what's funny is, I'm wondering if this unit would now become the de facto best leader for Reps of Universe 7. I feel like I probably still would run double LRUI Goku on the team. I just feel like him in any slot, in any situation, he's like the best unit in the game, with the best link set in the game, the best passive in the game. Like, UI Goku's just the best at literally everything. So, I probably would still want to run Reps of Universe 7 double UI Goku, but you would get more stats with Goku and Frieza. Now, this is pretty good. So, notice that their tech leader skill went from 90 to 120%. That does make something like tech 50% support Tien work a lot better here. Tien, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, I actually believe that Tien, we could easily get him from over in a flash. Doesn't Tien lower attack and defense on super attack? I believe he does. Yeah, he sure does. He greatly lowers attack and defense on super attack. So he is still, without a shadow of a doubt, their best friend. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so their new 12-key super attack, dude, this is insanity. Raise defense for 1 turn and lower attack. Now, if you're unaware, this unit was already fine in terms of their defensive ability. This was always one of those units to where a lot of people were kind of like, oh, the unit doesn't have great defense. But it's more so a case of if they were super attacking first, getting their defense, they would be fine. Now, they're getting defense on both their 12 and their 18-key super attacks, which, I mean, that's going to be a 30% defensive increase for 1 turn. They're already going to be, like, above 200k defense at minimum, I would assume, when they attack, and then it's going to go up even more. So this unit, on top of busting out, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever million attack sets they're going to be doing, their defense is going to be through the mega roof as well. Like, I actually wonder, like, Team Universe 7 and Slot 1, super attacking, giving them a defensive buff, and then they're super attacking, getting a defensive buff. The Team Universe 7 would be giving them crit chance, stuff like that. Like, man, this, to me, makes me think of that Team Universe 7 a little bit more favorably as well. So they raise defense, lower attack. Basically, the extra thing they got there is raising defense. 18 key raises defense as well and still lowers attack and defense. That is exactly the same as before. So now they're passive. They get 77% attack and defense when attacking. Then an addition... Oh my god, dude. Okay, wait. Then an additional 77% attack and defense from performing an 18-key super attack. So, again, they're getting defense when attacking. Another defensive buff when doing an 18-key super attack. This is actually like a legitimate contender for best unit in the game, I would say. Like, I feel as though I need to see him in game. I feel like I'm still gonna like Evolution Blue Vegeta better. I feel like a lot of people, he's got a lot of issues compared to UI Goku, but the 50% chance to crit on super attack is so uber OP, along with the revival mechanic, the turn 4 active skill. I really think this Goku and Frieza is at least the 3rd best unit in the game, though, just looking at them. Because they are definitely a unit that is hurt. I believe the Dokkan Wiki, they do have it up already. Okay, so this is a unit that was actually hurt by the Link level update system, because they have an amazing godly Link set, right? Prior to the Link level update, over in a flash, shocking speed, turn up power. You're running them on a proper team, and you're getting, like, just overflowing with ki every single turn. I would argue that them getting the ki, I would argue that them getting the extra, like, attack and defense and stuff like that from some of their links is not nearly as impactful as the extra ki they would have gotten. But, I mean, we could finish going through their passive, and there's more stuff here. So, they get the 77% attack and defense on 18 ki super attack. They get an additional 77% attack if the enemy is in attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed. So, this is a massive buff, because prior, it was just 77% attack when the target enemy is in attack down. Now that you could have the defensive down, or stunned, or sealed, that will do something like, I don't know, how about solid support, which passively lowers enemies' defense right there. Or God Topo, who, being on rotation, passively lowers enemy defense. Many events in the game, you are able to lower the boss's defense. It's fairly rare and uncommon, I would say, where a boss is immune to absolutely everything, right? I was looking through the God of Destruction event. Does look as though many of these bosses are actually immune to everything. Just one way to make the event, I guess a lot of people would say, artificially difficult, but the only boss who you could even lower their defense on is Hellas, the boss that changes her typing every single turn. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. But think of, like, the legendary Goku event. Now, you could lower his defense all the way to the end. You're going to be lowering his defense. He's not going to be able to touch this Goku and Frieza. And again, I mean, they're raising defense right here. They're raising defense on attack. They're raising defense when they 18 ki. Like, they're not... Dude, they're going to be tanking everything. I don't know exactly what their defense is going to be, but, I mean, if you would, like, double super, it'd have to be, like, 400k range or something like that. Like, it's insane. It's, like, this unit is so brutal. It's just nuts. And then, all of this, they're already, like, perfect. They get 1 ki at the start. This is insane to me. 1 ki at the start of every turn. So, what they did, again... This is a unit that, since the Link level update, I've found occasionally can struggle for ki. When you're running MVP Android 17, any unit looks good next to him because he's such an overwhelming support. But a lot of times you go into these difficult events, it's not like, I'm bringing MVP 17 and 50% tech support TN. Like, you're not doing that when you go into, like, the God of Destruction event. Like, you can't get away with that, right? So this is good, because this allows them to now build up that extra ki to ensure you'll be able to hit that 18 ki super attack in either, maybe the newest Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, which is actually quite difficult. You can go up to, like, 20 turns or whatever in there, or beyond. You have, Legendary Goku event, all these long events. So this unit, like, you go through it, and there's not a weak point. They have the best percentage for leader skill in the game. They have an absolutely perfect set of super attack abilities, raising defense and lowering attack. So think of them in Super Battle Road. You can have them, again, lower the enemy defense, and they're raising their defense, becoming more defensively self-sufficient. You could, specifically target certain enemies to make sure they're not attacking you. Like, it's just good. And then here, they're getting defense here, defense here. I mean, this is just, like, so, like, attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed. It's crazy. Like, they did not... Dummies are going to look at this and say, they barely did it. No, dude, are you kidding me? They gave them a lot. Like, barely doing anything would have been giving them SA-25 and, like, that's it, right? Or something like that. That's not what they did. This unit was already hitting 10 bajillion million attack stats. All they did was make this unit completely well-rounded to where, well, I mean, more so than that. Now they're going to be shooting out 400k defensive stats when they super attack. So, again, I at minimum, to me, this is like the third best unit in the game. I would say there's a good chance they're going to feel better than Evolution Blue Vegeta. I would be shell-shocked if they're better than UI Goku, though. That would be such a bummer for LR UI Goku, too. He would have the shortest reign of best unit in the game by far. If Goku and Frieza, like, in-game are better than this guy, which, again, I don't think they're going to be. But, if I use him a bunch and think it's true, then this would make UI Goku, with, like, the 3-week reign of best unit in the game, the shortest ever. Well, I guess, actually, this is right around the same time where Int LR... When did Int LR Gohan come out? because in LR Gohan replaced the OG Super Saiyan 4s. So let me just check when he came out, and we'll see. So he came out, right around the same. Oh no, UI Goku. UI Goku's gonna get replaced like SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku was. Oh, what a bummer. All right, the last thing I do want to point out though is that it's not just UI Goku getting his EZA. Remember that all of the free-to-play units from these 2 events are getting EZAs as well. So, will this open up the event? It does. Okay, perfect. So, we're getting the Master Roshi EZA will be in this data download. We'll see how crazy he's going to be. And then we're also going to have the EZAs for the 3 units in here. The Krillin and 18, the Tien and Roshi, as well as the physical UI Goku. I mean, the 6-year anniversary, again, was already the best thing ever. Now, they legitimately took a unit from 2018, and, like, this unit is now better than LR Turles, better than LR Jiren, I would say, better than, like, everything. Like, it's absolutely maddening what they did. This is by far and away the best celebration in Dokkan history. They took a category leader who borderline didn't even need it yet compared to a lot of other units, made him one of the best category leads in the game. They took a summonable LR that didn't really need it, and now they're, like, right at the cream of the crop. So, 6-year anniversary of Dreams continues to be goated. Shout out to the homie Garesh. I can't wait to see these bad boys in action. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.